turns out I was a ghost the whole time. Welcome to the leak.
Making headlines tonight, experts warn that rising global temperatures may lead to dangerously high levels of shirtless bros. Robot teacher puts on Robot Shrek 2 after a big night on the batteries. And Baby Yoda merchandise a hit with young children.
Welcome to the leak. I'm Rose Bishop and I'll haunt your mum. Well, first up tonight, and speaking of haunting your mum, we look at ghosting, or disappearing from someone's life without an explanation. It's a practice that young people say is on the rise. And for more on this worrying trend, here's Lena Moon.
Oh, hey, Rose. Yeah. Oh my God, I'd totally love to do that ghosting report for you. I really would. I'm just like crazy busy this week, and like I know we had so much fun like reporting together last week, so it'd be like great to do it again because you're like such a good reporter. Yeah, you're like so good at it. Yeah. I could maybe do like Tuesday, Thursday-ish, 1 week time. Sorry, yeah. Hey, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I got nothing on. I can totally make that. Okay. See you soon, Billy Crystal.
But Lena, you're supposed to be doing the ghosting report right now. Well, she's disappeared. Must be supernatural. For more on this worrying trend, it's Mona Yusuf.
It might seem like a plot in a horror or a sci-fi novel, but eyewitnesses have claimed they have witnessed people disappearing into thin air. Please tell me more about what you've seen.
Oh, good, it's not just me. Well, over to climate change now, with scientists claiming that rising temperatures may have contributed to Australia's recent fires. Lena Moon has more.
So
No.
So Scott had wanted me to talk about
Yuck.
rising temperatures and how that...
Spit it out.
So I'm a climate scientist. I was going to talk to you about the relationship between the rising temperatures and the fires that we've been...
Do I intimidate you?
Yes.
Do you like it? Yeah. Yeah. You're scared of strong women.
I'm not scared of strong women.
Do you speak? Can you speak?
Yes. Yes. I actually speak at conferences all around the world.
Are you afraid of the dark? Well, informative reporting as always, Lena. And now it's over to, it's Lena for the finance report.
The Finance Report, brought to you by our debilitating addiction to an unsustainable way of life.
Well, Lena, what have you got for us this week? Not more homicidal clones, I hope.
Don't be silly, Rose. I had them all killed and mulched for my rose garden.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's had a troubling genetic effect on all the worms in my garden as well. They've all grown like tiny human limbs. I kind of fear they're going to mobilise soon and... Anyway, so this week I want to talk about the ASEAN conference.
Oh, goody. Has there been a new instalment?
Obviously. Do you live under a rock or something?
Oh, only in the summertime.
Okay. So as I was saying, the participating ASEAN nations...
Oh, I know this. There's Narnia, Ettensmore, Archenland, Telmar, Chan.
So the participating nations have signed yet another pointless free trade agreement. Here's a picture of all the signatories looking like total dogs. Oh, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but Australia's Lion PM got leadership spilled, didn't they? I think this might be the wrong image.
Oh, sorry, that was me. I put that there.
Sorry, that's, yeah, better. Rose, what do you think the ASEAN conference is? Do you think it's about the lion from The Witch in the Wardrobe, Aslan?
Yeah, I thought it was like Comic-Con but for Narnia.
Right. Okay, so this is the finance report where I've delivered consistent finance-based content for the last 8 weeks without deviation. Why would I talk about Narnia?
Well, I don't know, they have money in Narnia, don't they?
Rose, it's not a real place. And you've got to stop trying to book flights there. You're already banned from Jetstar.
I just want to have tea with Mr. Tumnus.
Okay. I can't believe I sobered up for this.
All right, well, while I go and investigate every wardrobe in this building just in case, we're going to take a short break. Welcome back. Well, they say that dogs are man's best friend. My best friend is Susan the mail lady because she brings me Beanie Babies in the mail. She loves envelopes and calling the police, and she hates hugs. Anyway, here's Matteo Mazzella with a story about a cafe for dogs.
The Dog Cafe is the latest addition to Melbourne's coffee scene. Although priding themselves as inclusive and completely ethical, it's made for dogs and run exclusively by dogs, with a no human policy. However, there have been reports of activity occurring within the establishment, suggesting the Dog Cafe is still in operation. I went in by myself to get a human exclusive on the cafe's operation. Can't really see much activity. Is there any... I was told that there would be dogs operating around this part of the night. Oh yeah, looks like they're on the 4G network. My Republic, never heard of them before. NBN, that's unavoidable. So we've got some food left over here. That's not real OH&S practice for leaving food out. That's really disgusting.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one
Of course
with
that'd be
the
mine.
waggly tail.
Oh.
How much is that doggy in
was
the
that?
window?
Jesus Christ, Listen, I just want to leak. I just want to speak to you. Okay? I hate vegan dogs too.
Be lonesome, and the doggy will have a good home.
Well, police conduct has been a hot topic in the news lately following the recent allegations of improper conduct by officers at the E08 protest in Melbourne. Senior Constable Taylor Whistlefeldt was photographed making this gesture at media during the E08 protests. Now, according to intensive research, this gesture was interpreted as a peace sign, popular amongst anti-Vietnam demonstrators in the late 1960s. A subsequent investigation into Senior Constable Whistlefeldt's social media profiles uncovered a long and disturbing history of pacifistic memes and commentary attributed to the police member. Here to speak on the matter is Police Association of Victoria representative Alexi Kittensmasher.
Thank you, Rose. Firstly, I want to clear up some widespread misconceptions about leading Senior Constable Whistlefeldt's conduct at IMARC.
Oh, misconceptions.
Yes. Firstly, that was not a peace sign, as widely reported by the cop-hating lefty media. Rest assured that none of our members would ever display such an abhorrent gesture towards the general public.
Then what was the gesture representative of?
It was an incorrect application of the so-called two-finger salute, a means of communicating to the recipient of the gesture to quote, unquote, get f***ed. In such a dynamic and challenging environment, communications can unfortunately go a little bit awry. The intent was, as per Vic Police guidelines, was to tell the protesters to go f*** themselves.
But what about the social media captures from leading Senior Constable Whistlefeldt's accounts, such as this one? Rose.
You have to understand that this is an instance of a person in a very stressful job. Just blowing off a little bit of steam, out of work hours. A lot of what is posted on social media uses ironic distance as a way to process difficult and complex emotions. I know many fine police members who, after a really long, hard day of, pepper spraying unarmed, defenceless protesters, they'll be on Facebook until the wee hours sharing heartwarming, upworthy articles. It's not meant to be taken seriously, Rose.
Well then, how about these screen captures from LSC Whistlefelt's Facebook account from the 1930 pacifist film All Quiet on the Western Front? The caption was, of course, this is a beautiful, heartbreaking film that movingly underscores the futility of war. Everything I believe about pacifism is expressed in this movie. This is sincerely what I believe in my heart. That's the caption.
Please, Rose. I might watch Bambi religiously, okay, and cry violently every time Bambi's mother gets shot. But that's not going to stop me from punching a woman half my size in the back of the head if she's not clearing a barricade quick enough. You have to compartmentalise in this job, you know what I mean?
Is it true, though, that Senior Constable Whistlefeldt has been charged with dereliction of duty for refusing to use force against the protesters at IMARC on moral grounds?
Rose, I find this line of questioning very insulting. Are you implying that the Victorian police force is secretly harbouring pacifists?
Yeah, I guess I am. Are they?
Rose, if any pacifists were found within our ranks, they would be identified and denounced by us, shamed in the Herald Sun and 7 News. Their assets would be seized, their families would be harassed, their ranks imprisoned and subjected to interesting forms of interrogation. Eventually, the whole lot would be taken down to Federation Square, stripped naked, blindfolded, lined up. Actually, Rose, do you reckon you could just edit that whole little bit out?
We are live to air.
Do you reckon we can just go to weather and, just pretend I never said that stuff?
Well, that seems fine. Long have we been accused of pitting Scott and Lena against each other, which I think is absolute nonsense. We don't condone workplace bullying. Luckily, Patrick Marinan doesn't work here anymore, so we sent him to the streets to pit Scott and Lena against each other.
Pat. What? Patrick, we've got another report for you. You've got to keep going. Another job.
You guys fired me last week, dude.
What's the report?
This is just market research. Why are we doing? Gogglebox does it, so why can't we? Oh god, you guys were so cruel. The league is so cruel. You guys are mental. Channel 31 has sent me down here for market research, and we're covering it up as an actual broadcast. I hate this stupid thing. Covers my mouth. Alright guys, we all know you guys are huge fans, and we just wanted to know, out of our 2 hosts, which one do you hate the most? Lena or Scott?
Scott.
Yeah, why? Why do you hate Scott so much?
I don't know. I don't like his face.
He looks a bit more pompous. Why? Scott, yeah, we would agree. And what do you think, ma'am?
Yeah, I think the same, to be quite honest.
Can we get a close-up on Scott, please? Scott's the problem. Can you please point to Scott's face for us? Can you please point at him? Hang on. God. Which of them do you hate the most?
Him.
Can you point to his face, please?
Him.
Man, everyone hates Scott. Scott, I don't know what you're doing wrong, buddy, but bloody hell, the rest of the country does.
Scott, I'm sorry, mate. I hate you.
Sorry, Scott. Oh, sorry, guys. My car's just arrived. I gotta go. Till next season, all right?
And now it's our good friend Scott Limbrick with the weather.
Thank you, Rose. Tonight I'd like to use my segment to talk about something that's threatened by the weather. Coral. The annual spawning of the Great Barrier Reef has been described as the world's largest orgasm. That's an apparently genuine quote that I've been given. But all it brings to my mind is what my ex-wife called the experience of reading Tim Winton's The Shepherd's Hut, which in retrospect was a strong signal that she might be considering leaving me for Tim Winton, which she in fact did do. You couldn't make this stuff up, Rose. You simply could not. Anyway, rising ocean temperatures are endangering the process of coral getting it on, so marine biologists like my next guest are lending a hand. Dr. Pearl Shelley, thank you for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me, Scott.
Yeah. Pearl Shelley, with that kind of name, you had to become a marine biologist, didn't you?
Sorry, I don't follow.
Tell me about the things you're doing to help coral breed.
Oh, yes. Well, coral are notoriously lazy lovers, so it's really important to set the mood just right. Previously, we've experimented with lighting candles, sensual oils, and manual stimulation. Just getting in there.
Please stop that. It's making me think of something else.
All right. But none of those options seem to float the coral's collective boat. So this year we've been trialling visual aids.
So did you say visual aids?
Yes. I like to call it spawn porn, and I've brought in an example to show you. Could we roll the tape?
How did you get that to the video? But coral can't see. Coral cannot see.
Oh no, coral definitely live in the sea, Scott.
Okay, that's obviously not what I said. I said coral can't. Can we kill this, please? Can we just stop this? I said the coral can't see. They don't have eyes. How can visual aids help?
I'm sorry,
this
Scott.
process?
Are you a marine biologist? Are you? You're a marine biologist? So no, I'm a marine biologist.
Yeah, I'm not a marine biologist.
Yeah. So maybe don't question me and my choices, the way I decide to help this beautiful, sexy coral, right? Oh. Yeah, look at that one. That's hot. Check out the polyps on that one.
Okay, Doctor, I hesitate to ask, but I feel I must. Is your interest in coral purely scientific?
Oh, yes, it's very scientific in the way that I'm using science to find a scientific way for me to hop on a one-way train to Hump Town, population 2, me and this coral right here.
We have to end this segment. We have to cut this because she's gonna bang the coral.
We're gonna hump it up a big one,
and I don't want to be. She's gonna do it whether it's live or not. I think I'm gonna see it either way at this point. But if we can just cut it, the world doesn't need to see it. I've resigned myself to the fact I'm gonna watch this woman have sex with a reef.
Thank you, Scott. Well, I will never look at my sea sponge loofah the same way again. I need to go rinse my eyes, so we're going to take a break. Back soon. Welcome back. Well, experts say the face of dating and people's expectations have changed radically over the past 10 years. I've certainly found that the face of dating looks more and more like a man named Darren who loves taking photos of himself pointing at his Subaru Forester. Myrna Yusuf takes a closer look at going on a first date of her own.
Hey.
Hey, so nice to meet you.
Thank you for organising this.
No worries. So what's your star sign?
I'm April, so Aries.
A Leo. That's actually the most compatible, just putting that out there.
Cool. What's happening, Myrna?
What do you mean?
Do you not see the cameras?
Yeah.
Why does it say Bachelorette? Who's that, and who are they?
They're the competition. This isn't some elaborate setup where I trick people into being contestants for the Bachelorette where I am said Bachelorette. Like, no, this is so much more than that. How are you going? Alex, was it?
Yeah, LEX, mate. What's your name?
Myrna.
Oh.
It's not said how it's spelled.
Do you want to see Joker?
Huh?
With Jock and Phoenix?
I don't know if it's like a second date.
It's really good. It's like he's smiling all the time like, if he's Joker.
He just seemed too eager.
Looks like my mum a bit. That's what you want.
So tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm emotionally unavailable.
Tell me more. The fact that he was honest about it was so refreshing.
None of this is healthy.
How do you feel about accepting a rose?
I could not care less.
Oh my god, he's perfect.
Am I the only one here who's seeing all this?
What the rest of the contestants don't know is I've set up a world first for the series. The next surprise contestant is a woman. I feel threatened, but like, not in a bad way.
So you're not just straight?
I really hoped I wasn't. I guess what I've learned through this totally not an elaborate hoax to boost my ego is that dating isn't about any of the superficial things. It's about getting to know the person and really connecting. That's why I had to send Alex home.
But yeah.
So there's only the three of you left. As you know, this has been a difficult decision for me. It's obvious who it's going to be. Aaron, you win. Will you accept this rose? Thanks for watching. Please rehire me.
Well, now it's time for the final climate report with Scott Limbrick.
The Climate Report, brought to you by the crippling inability to act.
Thank you, Rose, but instead of a climate segment, I have something else to report.
No climate? Is everything okay, Scott?
Yeah, did your whole family find out that you're a little worthless cuck and cut off all ties with you?
No, Lena, they didn't. Actually, this might interest you. This might interest you, Lena, okay? Okay? Because over the last 8 weeks on this show, I have meticulously investigated you, Lena Moon, and I built evidence over this entire series to expose you as nothing more than a criminal and a fraud. Who's the cuck now? And what is one? Okay, so...
Scott, what are you talking about?
Okay. Here's the thing, Rose. I did a little research on Lena before joining this show, yeah? I don't just work with anyone. And after a couple of rounds of Russian roulette with some gang members in Richmond, I found a lengthy history of her embezzlement, laundering, fraud, and failure to pay tax on over $100 million, a crime with a penalty of 25 years in prison. However, what I needed was evidence of Lena falsifying tax reports and spending absurd amounts of money in a short period of time to confirm my suspicions and prove my case.
Well, did you?
You flippin' better believe I did. Episode 1. You revealed that you include nose Botox and recreational drugs within your tax deductions. Episode 2. You discussed at length how you purchased bespoke leopard bears worth over $250,000 each. That's more than a normal bear. Episode 3. After I escaped from the lava, in a very cool sequence, I don't know why we didn't show it, you confirmed that you agree with wage theft and do not pay any of your housekeepers' superannuation or penalty rates. Episode 4, you hired me to bury the dead body of your solicitor who is going to report your fraud to the police. I might have to adjust how I phrased that one in this document. Episode 5, you were literally in space with Mark Zuckerberg and snorted cocaine with gold flakes on air. Everyone saw it, I saw it, you snorted the flakes in space. Episode 6, suspicious of my knowledge of your many crimes, you hired a body double of me and tried to convince Rose to murder me. But I slipped away because I'm a genius. Episode 7, you created a fraudulent smartphone app that does not deliver any feasible services and covertly charges the owner ridiculously high hidden fees, not mentioned in any terms and conditions. That was bad. It was bad to be in an immigration centre, but that's unrelated to the crime, just saying it hurt. It's safe to say, Lena Moon, that the jig is up. All right, the jig is up.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh,
yes!
No, Scott. Lena can't go to prison.
Yes.
It's my only friend.
What?
Who am I going to adopt a baby turtle with now?
Okay. I think there has been a silly mistake. I really do. I don't even have a bank account, and there's no way I could make fake tax returns and send money to offshore accounts. So, you
Don't
know.
listen to her. Of course she does. She has dozens of accounts, all clearly documenting her fraud. Look, her name is right here, okay? Her name is right here on the... This is my name, but that's just because I filed the report. Someone must have typed it in wrong. It's not my bank account, is the thing. So it's not Okay, so this is just a clerical error.
I think it is your
No, it's a clerical error.
No, that's your
someone,
bank account.
Lena, do you do finance? You know people at the bank. You know people at the bank.
Financial fraud of $100 million. You're going away for a very long time to the correctional unit in the city of Kensington, or as we like to call it.
Oh my God, the CUCK. You're going to cuck prison. Oh my God, cuck confirmed.
No. Is that what a cuck is? It's a prison. I know now.
Oh,
I know
dear.
now.
Oh dear. Well, sorry about cuck prison, Scott. I will miss our fun times together and your sports segments.
I'm a weatherman.
Oh.
Oh, whatever, cuck boy. Fancy some asbestos, Rose? My nerves are shot since the police nearly found out. Falsely accused me of tax fraud.
Oh, I mean, have a little bump.
Yeah,
Well, sadly, that has been our last episode for the season. And what a season it's been. We've made some wonderful memories along the way. Like when we filmed on location, when I was in the bathroom, that time when I had a bad tum, or when Scott found that amulet and accidentally opened the portal, or when Lena tried side parting her hair. I feel so blessed and humbled to have been able to present this show to you every week with some of my favourite people in the world, and also Scott. Thank you so much for watching, and good night.